Good evening. A warm welcome to State of Business, RTV's Prime Time News Bulletin with me, Rukshi Panditaratna. Let's take a look at the headlines first. JVP against the proposed Inland Revenue Act, and Dinesh Gunawardena requests local elections poll date. And today on Top Stories, the Janata Vimukti Peramuna began an island-wide campaign against the proposed Inland Revenue Act today. Speaking to media, parliamentarian Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa noted that the party was against the proposed act.
Today we are starting a leaflet distribution campaign island-wide against this proposed tax act. This act produced by the government according to the IMF agenda, totally unfair. By this act, the government trying to increase the tax and trying to implement tax all over the sectors, especially for the artists, for the people who are working abroad and all the sectors. So we are against that and we are trying to defeat this tax act in the parliament. This leaflet distribution campaign will help to strengthen the people and pressurize the parliamentarians to act against this act.
Meanwhile, responding to a question raised by our journalist, former MP KD Lalkantha expressed his views on the 20th Amendment.
20වෙනි සංශෝධනයේ අරමුණ ගත්තොත් පළාත් සභා ඡන්ද ටික එකපාර තියෙන එක. පළාත් සභා ඡන්ද ටික එකපාර තියෙන එකට අපි පක්ෂයි. පළාත් සභා ඡන්ද ටික සැරින් සැරේට එක එක ආණ්ඩුවල තමන්ගේ ඌමනාවට මේ ඡන්ද තිබ්බේ පහුගිය කාලේ කවුරුත් දන්නවා. තමන්ගේ බලය ජනතාවට ප්‍රදර්ශනය කරන්න. ඒ වගේම එක තැනක පළාත් සභාව තියෙනකොට අනිත් රටේ සියලුම තැන්වල බලය පාවිච්චි කරලා. අපි පළාත් සභා ඡන්දේ එකවර තියෙනවට පක්ෂයි. ඒ වෙනුවෙන් කරන ඕනෑම කටයුත්තකට අපි එකඟයි. හැබැයි පක්ෂයි කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක අනන්තය දක්වා කල් දාන්න නෙමෙයි. ලබන අවුරුද්දේ පළාත් සභා ඡන්ද ටිකත් ඔක්කොම තියන්න ඕන. ඒක තමයි අපි ඉල්ලන්නේ.
Dinesh Gunawardena, leader of the Mahajana Eksat Peramuna, expressed his views on the proposed 20th Amendment to the Constitution during a press conference in Colombo this afternoon. He urged the Election Commission to announce the date for local government polls and to commence the call for nominations.
ගිය සතියේ මේ පනත පාර්ලිමේන්තු විවාදයට අරන් මේකට ඇතුල් කරා සංශෝධන 50ක්. මූලික කාරණාවෙන් පිට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් සංශෝධන ගේන්න බෑ. ඒක පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ ස්ථාවර නියෝගය තියෙනවා, ආණ්ඩු ක්‍රම පනතේ තියෙනවා, ඉදිරිපත් කරන පනතක් කිම් පිට ගේන්න බෑ කියලා. ඇයි ඒ? ඕනෑම පනතක් ලංකාවේ පුරවැසියෙක්ට අධිකරණයේ අභියෝගයට ලක් කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ පනත ව්‍යවස්ථාවට පටහැනි කියලා. ඒක ලංකා පුරවැසියෙක්ට ආණ්ඩු ක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවේ තිබෙන අයිතියක්. මේක ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ අධිකරණයට ඉදිරිපත් නොකරපු පනතක්. අපි මැතිවරණ කොමිසමෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා ඡන්දේ තියෙන දවස වහාම ප්‍රකාශයට පත් කළා නාම යෝජනා කැඳවන්න කියලා. දැන් වැඩේ ඉවර නම් දැන් තියෙන නාම යෝජනා කැඳවන ගැසට් එක පිට කරන්න. 20 වෙනි සංශෝධනය කියන්නේ පළාත් සභා ඡන්දය කල් දැමීම සඳහා ගෙනෙන ලද ඊනියා යහපාලන ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදයේ අලුත්ම වෙස්මුණ 27 වෙනිදාට උතුරු මැද පළාත විසිරී යා යුතුයි. නැගෙනහිර පළාත සැප්තැම්බර් මාසයේ පළවෙනි සතියේත් සබරගමු පළාත සැප්තැම්බර් මාසයේ පළවෙනි සතියේත් විසිරී ගොස් ඡන්දය පැවැත්විය යුතුයි. මේ 20 වෙනි සංශෝධනය ඉල්ලාස් කර ගන්න ලෙසත් එසේ නැත්නම් ඒට විරුද්ධව අපි හැම ක්‍රියාමාර්ගයකටම ඒකාබද්ධ විපක්ෂය කටයුතු කරන බව කියන්න ඕනේ.
Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. Tourism Development Minister John Amaratunga stated his ministry's target is to achieve 2.5 million tourist arrivals with an income of over $3 billion by the end of this year. He also noted the gap between Middle East income rates as compared to previous year should be addressed by improvements to the tourism sector of Sri Lanka. Minister Amaratunga said this addressing a media conference in Colombo recently.
Work together in order to pull our country out of this difficulty of foreign exchange. As it is, this year our target is about 2.5 million, in spite of all the obstacles that we have had at the beginning of the year, and at the same time to bring in about $3-4 billion into the coffers of Sri Lanka, which is much needed. Therefore, I think we can achieve that, provided the support, like the support that we are getting. The Middle East income which we received last year, this year is comparatively less. But we can bridge that gap by the development of tourism. And for that purpose, there is a lot of work that is to be done, and one part of it is the development and producing the intelligent or the higher strata of officials to serve in the industry will be of great importance. The University of Colombo is concentrating on that, talking of large international hotel chains coming and setting up hotels. If we do not have qualified, efficient, effective people to serve in those institutions, I don't think we will be able to reach our targets in the coming years.
Global dengue expert Professor Scott Halstead noted the importance of providing an effective vaccine for the prevention of dengue whilst ensuring its safe use. Addressing a press conference held at the Government Information Department last evening, Professor Halstead further noted that the rapid global spread of dengue and its prevention is the great challenge that authorities face.
Dengue occurs in 110 countries in the world. Almost half of the world's population has dengue, so this is an immense problem, and Sri Lanka is right in the middle of it. But of all those 110 countries, and I've been to many, I'm more impressed with the careful, thoughtful, sensible deliberation on the use of this brand new vaccine that's being done here in Sri Lanka than I am in any other country in the world. There's been strong pressure for many years to develop a vaccine that can be given to everybody and protect them for dengue forever and ever. A large pharmaceutical company, in fact, has produced such a vaccine. It's been through what we call a phase 3 clinical testing. Although the results of the testing were rather mixed, authorities have given the vaccine a green light. So now the vaccine has come to Sri Lanka, as it's come to many other countries. The question is, shall we accept this vaccine or shall we not? I believe there is a fairly simple way forward. There's a very simple test that we could use to actually tell us whether a person should be vaccinated or should not be vaccinated. Such a test is adopted. Sri Lanka will be the very first country in the world to adopt this test. I think it's a very important decision, and if in fact the decision is made here, it may encourage other countries to follow. I'm very much looking forward to the future discussions here in Sri Lanka and the future decision. I hope that we can find a way forward that will benefit your population and relieve the burden of suffering.
Professor Halstead further noted challenges in available vaccines.
One of the issues that concerns me very greatly is the pharmaceutical company that makes the vaccine has not provided an insert with the vaccine telling the customer what the benefits and risks of the vaccine are. So anybody who goes from here, from Sri Lanka to Singapore to buy the vaccine is not going to be aware that this vaccine may cause harm rather than benefit you. So we're all very concerned, and that's why Dr. De Silva and his committee are working very hard to try to get the right language and the right decision made here in Sri Lanka.
Let's take a look at stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a negative note today. The all-share price index dropped 13.58 points to close at 6,398.79, and the S&P SL20 index dropped by 8.07 points to close the session at 3,686.1. The turnover was 1.5 billion rupees and 25.2 million shares were traded. Let's take a look at today's Forex rates. Thank you for watching State of Business. See you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. Good night.